Imagine a love so powerful, it defied time itself. A love born not once, but twice. A paradox where you meet your soulmate in a shimmering future, only to find you've already loved them for a lifetime in the forgotten past. Is such a love truly possible? Welcome, fellow travelers of time and emotion, to a story that twists the very fabric of existence, forcing us to question the linear progression of our lives and relationships. Today, we delve into a paradox so profound, it redefines destiny, challenges our understanding of causality, and asks, we met in the future, fell in love in the past. Prepare to have your perceptions of love and time irrevocably altered. Our journey begins in the distant year 2342, a marvel of human ingenuity. Towering cities of self-repairing synth glass pierce the clouds, orbital transport systems weave silently through the upper atmosphere, and humanity has achieved what was once deemed impossible, the mastery of temporal mechanics. Here, amidst the serene hum of advanced technology and the bustling intellectual energy of the Kronos Institute, works Dr. Alex Thorne. A brilliant chronoscientist, known for his audacious theories and meticulous practical applications, Alex stood at the precipice of a groundbreaking experiment. His latest endeavor, the first fully controlled, paradox-proof temporal displacement into a critical historical nexus. His mission was purely observational, to gather data from a pivotal turning point in humanity's trajectory without altering a single variable. Yet, as fate, or perhaps destiny, would have it, Alex was about to discover that some paths are far from linear. It was within the pristine, high-tech corridors of the Kronos Institute, illuminated by soft, algorithmic light, that he first encountered her. Elara Vance, a fellow temporal anthropologist, possessed a rare blend of intellectual rigor and profound empathy. Her eyes held the wisdom of ages, reflecting countless hours spent poring over fragmented timelines, yet they sparkled with an untamed curiosity and an almost wistful longing for stories untold. Their initial interactions were, strictly speaking, professional, a meeting of formidable minds discussing complex theoretical timelines, potential ripple effects, and the delicate ethics of temporal observation. But as days turned into weeks, and their intellectual collaboration deepened, something far more profound and undeniable began to bloom between them. A connection so potent, it felt ancient, preordained, as if their souls recognized each other across vast stretches of time. They fell in love, against all stringent protocols, amidst the humming machinery of future-past sensors and the gleaming screens displaying multivariate timelines. It was a love vibrant, passionate, and irrevocably intertwined with their shared pursuit of understanding time itself. Their joint research, however, led them to a startling, unsettling discovery, a subtle yet persistent anomaly in the historical records, a growing divergence originating from a seemingly minor event in the early 21st century. This wasn't a cataclysmic explosion, but a slow, insidious erosion of trust, a cascade of miscommunications and unresolved conflicts that, if left uncorrected, would lead to a future vastly different, and far more bleak, than their own. A future where the very institute they worked for, the very technology they wielded, would never come to be. It was a temporal cancer, slowly eating away at the foundations of their present. Someone had to go back. Someone had to subtly course-correct, not by brute force manipulation, but by understanding and gently guiding the delicate threads of cause and effect, ensuring that humanity's inherent capacity for connection and cooperation was nurtured, not stifled. The choice of who would undertake such a perilous and ethically complex mission was agonizing. Alex, with his unparalleled theoretical understanding of temporal mechanics and his remarkable adaptability, volunteered without hesitation. Elara, though heartbroken at the prospect of their separation, was resolute in her conviction that it was their only chance to secure the future they both cherished. Their parting was a silent promise, a tearful embrace echoing through the vast, clinical expanse of the future lab. Her whispered words, "Come back to me, Alex," were the anchor that would guide him through the temporal currents. He stepped into the shimmering, vortex-like portal, not just carrying the immense weight of a civilization's future, but the vivid, echoing love of a woman he had only just met, yet felt he had known across an eternity. He materialized with a disorienting lurch in the chaotic, vibrant, and surprisingly analog year 2024. The sensory overload was immediate, the cacophony of internal combustion engines, the pungent scent of exhaust and street food, the incessant chatter of humanity unburdened by temporal concerns. A world so different, so primitive by 24th century standards, yet bursting with raw potential and untamed energy. His mission parameters were crystal clear: observe, understand, and subtly influence the specific series of events that would prevent the future anomaly. He was to be a ghost in the past, an impartial observer, a gentle nudge in the right direction. But how could he remain impartial when the memory of Elara, the woman of his future, burned brighter than any temporal equations in his mind? Then, against all logical probabilities and ethical guidelines, it happened. A chance encounter in a bustling city park, dappled with the golden light of a late afternoon sun. A woman, lost in thought, sketching beneath the gnarled branches of an ancient oak tree, her profile catching the sunlight just so. It was her. Elara. Younger, yes, but unmistakably her. The same subtle curve of her lips, the same thoughtful furrow of her brow, the same gentle intensity in her gaze. Her laugh, a melody he remembered from centuries ahead, now rang out with youthful abandon. Her eyes, filled with that same ancient wisdom, were softened by an immediate, almost ethereal innocence. The shock was immense, a temporal jolt through his very being. He wasn't supposed to interact. He wasn't supposed to risk altering the timeline. He certainly wasn't supposed to fall in love again, not here, not now, with her younger self. But how could he resist the gravitational pull of a destiny he had already lived? The future had told him they were destined. The past was now presenting him with the profound, terrifying, and exhilarating opportunity to live that destiny, to forge the very path he remembered. He approached cautiously, his heart a temporal anomaly itself, beating a rhythm of conflicting emotions. He introduced himself, feigning casual interest in her art, a thin veil over the overwhelming recognition that pulsed within him. And so, the intricate dance began. He wooed her, not with impossible tales of the future, which would be reckless, but with genuine connection, with shared interests he already knew they possessed, with a profound understanding of her innermost self he had gleaned from their future together. He was loving her with the memory of their future, subtly shaping their past. He watched her paint with passionate intensity, listened to her dreams and aspirations beneath star-dusted skies, shared quiet moments of profound understanding over cups of coffee in quaint cafes. Every touch, every smile, every whispered word was both a new, exhilarating experience and a profound, haunting echo of a love already cherished. He was falling in love with her all over again, but this time, he was the silent architect of their beginning. He knew their inside jokes before they were made, understood her unspoken thoughts before they fully formed, and cherished quirks she hadn't yet fully embraced. The burden of this future knowledge was immense, a constant tightrope walk between guidance and manipulation. He was loving her with the memory of their future, gently shaping their past into the familiar narrative he knew. His original mission remained paramount, but now it was irrevocably intertwined with their evolving love story. He gradually realized that the anomaly wasn't just a distant historical event, it was intricately linked to their meeting, their unique connection, their love. The future Elara's deep understanding of human nature, the unparalleled empathy and bridge-building skills she would one day exhibit, were precisely what was crucial for a series of diplomatic breakthroughs that would avert the future catastrophe. His task wasn't merely to prevent a negative outcome, but to enable the circumstances for her to grow into the insightful, compassionate leader he loved and respected in the future. Their past love was not a deviation, it was the essential seed of their future salvation. The irony was crushing, a beautiful tragedy unfolding in slow motion. To secure their future together, he had to meticulously live out their past. He had to ensure they fell in love, cultivating the very qualities that would save humanity. But what would happen when his mission was complete? Would he simply vanish, returning to the future, leaving this Elara behind, never to remember the Alex who had loved her in 2024? Or was this love, this past iteration, the true one, the foundational bond that would ripple through time, informing every subsequent encounter? This, my friends, is the quintessential Bootstrap paradox, or causal loop, demonstrated in its most romantic and heartbreaking form. Alex didn't create their love, he fulfilled it. He loved Elara in the future, which compelled him to journey to the past, where he then loved her again, ensuring she would become the woman he would meet in the future. There was no original beginning, no singular point of origin for their affection, only a continuous, self-sustaining loop. Their love was its own cause and its own effect, a timeless echo resonating across centuries, always existing, always renewing. The pivotal moment arrived, not with a bang, but with a quiet, profound act of compassion. A crucial decision made by Elara, inspired by countless insightful conversations with Alex, changed the subtle currents of history. Her innate ability to connect, fostered by their relationship, led to a breakthrough that subtly guided humanity away from the devastating path of mistrust and conflict. His mission was complete. He stood at the edge of his temporal window, a shimmering, pulsating portal subtly concealed in an abandoned warehouse, calling him back to 2342. Elara stood beside him, her hand intertwined with his, a serene smile on her face, utterly unaware of the temporal vortex that awaited him, or the profound secret he carried within his heart. How do you say goodbye to the love of your life when she doesn't know it's a goodbye? How do you leave a piece of your very soul behind, knowing she will carry the memory of a love she can't place, a connection that defies explanation? He looked into her eyes, those familiar, ancient eyes that had seen him in 2 timelines, and whispered, his voice thick with emotion, "I will always find you, Elara. Always." It was more than a promise, it was an affirmation of a bond that transcended time, a promise from the future, fulfilled in the past, and destined to be remembered in a future yet to come, a future that was now secure. He stepped through the shimmering portal, the vibrant world of 2024 fading into a temporal haze behind him, the echoes of Elara's laughter still ringing in his ears. He rematerialized with a familiar gentle hum in the sleek confines of the Kronos Institute, 2342. The historical anomaly was gone. History was secure, and a brighter future now lay ahead. And there she was, Elara Vance, standing by the temporal console, her gaze meeting his across the lab. A slow, knowing smile spread across her face, a recognition that transcended their recent professional interactions, carrying the weight of shared experiences she couldn't yet consciously recall. "Alex," she said, her voice soft, filled with an inexplicable warmth, "I feel like I've known you forever." And in that profound moment, the loop closed. The future Alex, having meticulously lived and loved their past, now stood before the future Elara, the very woman he had cultivated, cherished, and loved in the 21st century. Their love story wasn't just a linear journey from A to B, it was a beautiful, intricate Mobius strip, twisting and turning through centuries, always connecting back to itself. They hadn't merely met in the future and fallen in love in the past, they had simply always been in love, across all iterations of time, their bond an eternal constant in the ever-shifting temporal currents. This extraordinary paradox challenges our very understanding of free will versus destiny. Was Alex truly free to choose to fall in love with Elara in the past, or was he merely an unwitting agent of a predetermined causal loop, compelled by a future love that had already happened? Does love, when truly profound and foundational, transcend the inherent constraints of temporal linearity? Perhaps the deepest, most soul-shattering connections aren't about when we first meet, but that we were always, irrevocably, meant to meet, across all timelines, all iterations of existence. A love story as intricate and beautiful as Alex and Elara's serves as a powerful reminder that some bonds are simply too formidable for the arrow of time. They are eternal, self-perpetuating, finding ways to exist and flourish regardless of the sequence of events. They are the ultimate testament to a love that is its own origin, its own destiny, a whisper from tomorrow becoming a shout from yesterday. We met in the future, fell in love in the past, and somehow, we always will. A timeless love, indeed. What are your thoughts on this timeless paradox? Do you believe love can truly defy causality, creating its own origin? Share your wildest theories and deepest sentiments in the comments section below. Your insights fuel our exploration. If this journey through time, romance, and mind-bending philosophy captivated your imagination, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more enthralling tales that push the boundaries of science and emotion, and make sure to ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. Until next time, fellow temporal explorers, keep questioning, keep dreaming, and keep exploring the impossible.